Hey everybody, Chris here. So as Dogecoin is trying to reestablish support at 10 cents, is this a bullish rally or are we looking at another trap? We're going to explore that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out as well as when I do live streams. We had a great live stream on Monday as we were looking at potential price rallies for Doge, and we'll revisit that near the end of this video as well. Everybody wants to know what the price targets are, but in the immediate future right now, what are we looking for as key catalysts for the whole crypto space as well as Doge and beyond? So let's get into it. Let me show you the charts and the news, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. So we start here looking at the Dogecoin chart, and Dogecoin is right now trying to reestablish support over 10 cents. We were looking at this during the live stream on Monday as Doge was bumping up against 10 cents as support, and then late Monday night, Dogecoin traded up over 10, came back down, retested as support, started to move up again, but then failed to hold 10 cents as overnight it traded below. But this morning, good trading of Doge coming back up, and here we are again, second attempt here to reestablish 10 cents. So that is the immediate trading of Dogecoin now. And we do have Bitcoin trading up over 59,000 again, trying to get back up to 60K for Bitcoin. We'll see how that holds. So overall, as we zoom out a bit, we see that Doge is holding above my current September price prediction. So that is good. Again, that dip we had over the weekend was a tough one. Down here at 9.4 cents is where Doge dropped. And of course, if we zoom out further, we will see again back on August 5th, we had this big dip down into the 8s, which is key to that sort of bearish resistance level if we see another big dip. So that's kind of the landscape of where Doge is trading at the moment. Right now, Dogecoin is still very firmly in 8th place in overall crypto market cap at just over 10 cents. So again, very strong for Doge. Still top 10. That's Doge. Still there, guys. Not going anywhere. Overall in the crypto bubbles, again, we see Doge. Overall green market pretty much. There's a few in the red here that were going on some previous runs and experiencing little pullbacks, but Doge holding well. So Lark Davis had a nice tweet yesterday looking at the overall crypto market and what is looking very bullish in the crypto market. We're just 16 days away from potential rate cuts. We think the US Fed is going to finally be lowering rates. Some say, oh, that's already priced in, but yet until it actually happens, we'll see. And in 2 weeks, when it does happen, we're going to see some market volatility. Most likely, that usually happens when these things go. But that will be good for, we usually see Bitcoin and crypto. Eventually, after that market volatility settles, we do see positive movement. And we've seen that in the past. And the U.S. presidential elections are just about 65 days away. So we're about 2 months away from that, which we have also shown on the charts that after the presidential elections, every 4 years, we see an uptrend in the crypto market as well. We also have FTX is about to redistribute $16 billion in stable coins or cash, depending on how the SEC rules about that allowability. But if you get $16 billion going to crypto degens sometime in the next few months, what are they going to do with that? They're going to buy more crypto back so they can be on board for what we think is the eventual coming bull run. Gold's price is at an all-time high. We've got the global M2 money supply rising. Total market cap of stablecoins is at its all-time high, and fresh liquidity is entering the crypto market. These are all the things we have been talking about leading up to the fall of 2024, when we believe eventually there's going to be this giant bull run. So that is all good news. George has this chart that he took from Titan of Crypto. Looking back on Bitcoin back to its previous all-time high in 2021 at 69K, it's a giant cup and handle. Yes, a giant cup and handle. Years in the making. Which would then lead to Bitcoin climbing up possibly to 100K by the end of this year, and then moving up higher in 2025. Is that the scenario we see for Bitcoin? And I'll show you Dogecoin's scenario again in just a minute. But this is what we want to look at is Dogecoin, is it going to jump 100% in the short term and then much higher in the longer term if a certain important level is held and then achieved? And what are those? And what is this falling wedge pattern? Well, again, I've had my own wedge pattern, but here's this one. Very similar to mine. Mine has a straight bottom here that's coming across from before that run back up we had in February, March, earlier this year. But let's take a look at this, because this is key to where Dogecoin is going to go from here. So, could we be on the verge of a major Doge rally, or is another fake out looming? Yeah, we've had these bear traps before, and Doge has continued. Every time there was a nice run of Doge happening, the bears would come back and there would be a sell-off for various reasons, of course. And could we be seeing that again if Dogecoin starts to have a really good rally coming up? Is it going to be denied yet again? Doge is currently displaying strong potential for a bullish continuation from critical support zone at 9.6 cents. We've been tracking Doge closely as it follows this falling wedge pattern, and it now appears ready to break above the descending resistance line. The next target? Well, he's got internal resistance at 15.1, a key level that could set the stage for a bigger move. My level is 14 cents. Again, this 15.1 here, he doesn't really say why 15.1, and it doesn't really line up with much here. But at 14 cents, this was the run that we had back in July, up to 14 cents, and then it was rejected at that point. We also had 14 cents serving as support a couple times in May, as well as back in April. So 14 cents to me is that key line there, that when Doge does start to go on a run, it would have to break that resistance line. And once that resistance line is broken, then that next target will be back up in the 20s, where there'll be even stronger resistance again. Again, this is where we see big liquidity. We see shorters that could get squeezed out at that level, but we could also see profit taking again if Doge gets up to that level. But there's also this invalidation that could happen as well. So let's see. If Doge holds strong at critical support, we might witness a significant rally echoing previous market surges. A breakout above what I think is 14 cents could pave the way for an advance towards the next resistance zones, potentially driving the price even higher. So from here at just over 10 cents to get up to 20, that would be a 100% rally. We think it's going to go higher, and I'll show you that in a minute. But here's the catch. It's essential to stay cautious. If momentum weakens at this support, we could see a pullback to the lower support area around 8 to 8.7 cents. Again, that's what we just saw on the chart where Doge did drop down on August 5th into the 8s again. And will we be revisiting the 8s on a bear trap? Keep a close eye on Doge's price action. Daily close below this demand area could invalidate the bullish scenario and trigger further decline. So we will be watching this very closely. Join my next live stream Wednesday at 4 o'clock. And we will be digging in on how Doge is progressing on this run. Will we be able to hold over 10 cents or not for support. And if we do break through that strong resistance at 20 cents, where does Doge go? And this is what we were looking at again in the live stream, looking at the 4-year charts, 4-year cycle that we have had a touch of support, a first low and a second low. And after that second low, 2016 into 2017, Doge began its big run up. And again, that big run up is only so many weeks of the year. That's when you need to be in Doge. From that point, at the end of 2017, when 2018 started, Doge went on a 2-year hiatus. It's like a bear cycle there for Doge, but we had a last touch of support. We had a first low and then a second low, and that was 2020. And then we saw 2020 into 2021. Again, these are those 18 weeks here where you needed to be in Doge. As soon as Doge hit its high, 2 years of bear. It has been since that. But we did see a last touch of support. We saw a first low and then a higher second low. That just happened on August 5th. Now, are we looking at that next run up? Again, these are weeks and certain weeks of the year. How many do you need to be in for those big gains in Doge, and where could Doge go once we break that resistance and then move up higher? So that is the scenario. That is the true bullish rally, but we got to get through all this resistance first, and it's going to be a tough climb for Doge. But again, once the FOMO comes in, right, we get retail buyers, maybe Bitcoin hits 100K, crypto's going to be all over the news. That's the big bullish scenario, but there's still this bearish idea here. Maybe one more big dip left so that the market makers can squeeze out those last leveraged longs down here. That has not been invalidated yet. So here's our Dogecoin. Again, just over 10 cents. We put this yellow line on during the live stream. Just to see, okay, does this become the new resistance level, and will Dogecoin be able to hold that? So we will be watching that very closely. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this bullish rally sort of outlook here, or are we looking at another bear trap? Give the video a like if you haven't already. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.